Anyway, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be making one of my favorite recipes and cold and flu remedies. It's called cheese, onion, and milk, and it was a depression food made by my grandmother from the Great Depression. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It used to be cheap to make, but the price of cheese has gone up, but it's pretty good. What we have today and what you're going to need is you're going to need a pan, about, a decent sized pan. It could be a pie pan or whatever. Some milk, some onions, some cheese, a cutting board, and a knife. Okay, so and a cheese grater. Any cheese grater will do. Okay, and you don't even need a cheese grater. You can just slice the cheese, but grating it is easier. So what you need is about 3 medium-sized onions. So we'll get those out here. I'm going to go with 4. So we need 4 onions. I'll just set the milk over here for now. Move the onions up. And cut the onions. It's always good to learn kitchen skills. If you haven't learned to use a knife, proper kitchen skills are great to learn. I learned being a cook, a short order cook or a line cook, and those skills carry on today. And of course I was taught to cook in my grandmother's kitchen as well. She used to put together all kinds of recipes. Both my grandmothers could fight over who had the best spaghetti sauce. I think each recipe had its special ingredients, and they both have a nice personal place in my heart. You can never forget your grandmother's kitchen and what your grandmothers have made for you. Alright. Now that we've got the onion bits out of the way, a good way to prevent yourself from crying with onions is turning the water on. Unfortunately, I'm making a video right now, so I can't really do that for sound purposes. Another trick is if your cutting board is slipping, is to put a rag under it and it won't slip. Of course, you have to distribute the rag evenly. Now, as you can see, I'm cutting these onions into rounds because we want rings. Little rings in the bottom of your pan. So you want to take some rings and get the onion skin out of there and place them in the bottom of your pan, like so. Of course, you want to wash your hands before doing all this. I was doing the dishes so that I could have the utensils I needed to do this. Alright. Doesn't matter if they're thick or thin. Grandma always liked them thin personally. Let's see. Okay. Alright. I'll place some in the bottom of the pan. So it looks like about 3 onions are gonna do it. I'm just gonna quickly wash off my hands with some sink water. So what you're looking for is kind of that in the bottom of your pan. That's what you're looking for, and then take your cheese. Let me just get a cloth here for a second. You want to take your cheese and cut it into manageable grating slices. You just want to grate that or slice it over your onions. Yeah, an interesting story I heard. One of my buddy's dad used to go to the cheese factory, and they used to just give away curds by the bag full. You'd have to bring your own bag, but the bigger the bag you got, the more curds you had, and they would bring home as many curds as they could carry. Okay, how is that looking? You want a good layer of cheese. I need a little bit more cheese for that. And there we go. Okay, that's enough cheese, I think. So you want about that much cheese, right? Enough to cover the top of it. Make sure it's spread around. And now, the other ingredient, the milk. You add the milk. Until it comes to the top of the onions and touches the bottom layer of cheese. That's about right for the pan. Alright, I'll just quickly put these ingredients away. And it's about half a cheese bar, a regular 400 gram cheese bar or milligram cheese bar. And let's see how that looks. Looks about right. As you can see, there's milk in the bottom of that pan. I'll try to get a better look and show you what I'm looking at here. Okay, you see the milk consistency and everything? Alright. Okay. Now, you want to serve it with crusty bread if you can. If not, it's good just straight up. But we're going to be serving it with crusty bread and some butter today. Alright. So you put it in your oven or toaster oven at 375 for 40 minutes. What you're looking for is for the cheese to be golden brown, obviously, but also for the milk to turn clear. And I'll try to show you that when we return. Okay, now the meal's almost done. It's got 50 seconds. It's time to cut your bread. So you want a nice doughy, crusty, or chewy bread to go with this. And you want some good, thick slices. Good thick slices going. There we go. Good slices. Bread back in the bread bag. Put it on top of the fridge with the other bread. There we go, it's done. Pull it out and show you the consistency we're looking for, but you want to give a good layer of butter to your bread. It's always good to have a little bit of butter out in a dish for room temperature. So it's easy to spread, and I'm talking about real butter, not margarine. Okay. Now, we're done cutting board. Fork. You'll want a fork and a spoon to eat this, but I'm going to use the fork to show you what it looks like. Just got to get a rag to pick it up with. We use towels here, and this is what it looks like. Be careful, it's hot coming out of the oven, and I'm just going to check and see if it's done. And it's done. And I'll leave that corner up so I can show you what exactly you're looking for when you make cheese, onion, and milk. Okay. And I'll bring the camera down in. And you see the milky goodness there in the corner, how it's clear with a little bit of yellow, kind of like it's got oil in it, but there's no oil in the pan. It's just cheese, onion, and milk itself. Alright, then you just take it, put some bread on the corners, dip the milky goodness in your bread, and you're good to go. There we go. Cheese, onion, and milk, folks. Thanks for watching.